guys, and welcome back to my channel. I was sitting here today, not here, I was sitting at my desk. Currently I'm surrounded by a lot of laundry, and I was thinking at my desk, there's a lot of, remember tag videos back in old days of YouTube? I think I have a whole playlist of tags. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link that playlist below, and you'll see really young Rachel, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And I was like, I wanna get into a tag, but when am I just gonna sit down and talk to a camera? Why, when I have laundry to fold. So that is what we're gonna be doing. I haven't done a Laundro-Chat in a long time. So we're gonna do a tag. I have 2 tags that I wanna do. Which one should I do today? Okay, here's what we're gonna do today while we do our laundry. We're gonna do the Christian Mama tag. I can't see very well what is behind me. I have turned on all the lights in this room. This stuff is drying, so this stuff is wet. I can't do anything with that. But I turn on all the lights in here. It is 6:36 p.m. My family is at Awana at church, and so I'm just gonna sit here and talk to you and go through the Christian Mama tag. If you see this and you want to do it, you just go right on ahead and do it, but make sure you let me know that you've done it. All right, let's jump in the Christian Mama tag. I will also put all of the questions in the description box. Number 1, are you a stay-at-home mom, work-at-home mom, or a working mama? I am the first 2, I guess. I did a video several months back about what I do for work. I call myself a stay-at-home mom. I feel like that more accurately fits my day-to-day. But I have a part-time job on a contract basis through a small wellness company. I've been doing health coaching for 15 years professionally. I have my degree. And so I've been doing that. I mean, that was the first job that I really did after college. And I've been doing it ever since, and I love it. I love it so much. I talk to people on the phone about how to manage their health, how to get better health habits, nutrition, stress, exercise, smoking, all of that. And so I've been doing that for 15 years now, and I love it. I've been a parent for 9 years, and sometimes I still feel like I'm learning, and I will always be learning, but I feel like when I sit down to do my health coaching, I can sit down and go, you know what? I'm good at this. All right, number 2, tell us about your kids. I have 2 little boys. They're not so little anymore. They are 9 and 7. Caleb is 9 and he's in 3rd grade, and Braden is 7 and he's in 1st grade. I love having them as close as they are most of the time. But there's some homeschool stuff I want to talk about, but that is another tag. I'm sure it'll come up in this at some point, but that's another tag. So stay tuned. Number 3, how many kids do you want? Well, we are finished as far as I know. The Lord can do whatever he wants, and he will. I always wanted 3 until I had 2. Would I be thrilled with 3? Absolutely. Sometimes the thought of one more makes my heart beat real fast, scary. But and by the way, I turn 40 next week. By the time you're seeing this, I will have already turned 40. And people go on and have babies a long time. But it's not even a 3rd child that makes me the most anxious. It's a 3rd pregnancy and a 3rd C-section. And that's a whole thing. I have an entire playlist devoted to birth and breastfeeding if you would like to check that out. So I will leave that in the description box below. I should be writing all these down. Number 4, favorite Christian Mama resources. Oh, wow. Okay, there are quite a few. Do you ever get a wrinkly shirt? Do you ever just go, oh, just wash that again? Christian Mama resources. There's a book. I was just looking at it. Hang on, let me go get it. An author who I love is Sally Clarkson. I really like what she has to say. Elise Fitzpatrick wrote Give Them Grace. What's the other one? I can see the cover of it. This one I just recently got a few months ago. It's called Praying for Boys by Brooke McLaughlin. I love this. She wrote this actually when her boys were the same age as mine. And I should do like a whole review on this book. It splits, it doesn't tell you how to pray, and it doesn't tell you how to be a parent, okay? It's not a parenting book. But, I mean, there are, tips and stuff like that. But what this does, it splits each chapter is like a character trait that you want to pray for your boys for or against. So there's like obedience, integrity, pride, honor, purity, a servant's heart, fruit, and the different fruits of the Spirit, and forgiveness. Yeah. So I highly recommend this book. I'm really liking it. It's not even something you have to read front to back. If there's something specific like, okay, obedience is chapter 2. You can park in that chapter for a while. It's really good. I like the Risen Motherhood podcast. I like the Mama Bear Apologetics podcast. I like a lot of podcasts. Some parenting, mostly not. But anyway, yeah. Risen Motherhood and Elisa Childers podcast and Mama Bear Apologetics are all great. Number 5, what is God teaching you through homeschool? Wrong tag. What is God teaching you through motherhood? Oh man. Patience. That's one that I don't really think I'm ever going to really grasp. That's a really tough one. I think also he is teaching me to slow down, have perspective on time, and how fast it flies. If motherhood teaches you anything, it's that. He's teaching me what's important and what's not. As my kids get older and their needs are just different, that's a big thing. That's a really big thing. Our oldest, he's 9. We have been going to the same chiropractor since they were like 2 and not yet 1. 3, maybe 3 and almost 1, something like that. And they have a really cool toy area. And Caleb informed me last week when we went to the chiropractor that he doesn't want to play in the play area anymore. I'm like, what? They used to love the play area so much that the chiropractor would actually come out to the play area and adjust them in the play area. That's how much they didn't want to leave the play area. And so, yeah, that was just, it kind of got me out of nowhere. Like, you're too old for the play area? When did that? Okay, number 6, current favorite verse. Oh, man. Let's see. I really love Psalm 34. That's depart from evil and do good, seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord is against those who do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. Anyway, I'm quoting like a section of it. Caleb and I learned that when he was in 1st grade, when we did Abeka homeschool, and I loved learning that passage with him. We've learned some cool passages through homeschool, and I found that I memorize scripture better when I memorize it with them. And so that's a really cool thing. If you've never done that, don't underestimate your kids' ability to memorize scripture. If they can memorize lines from a cartoon or lines from a song, they can totally memorize scripture. Don't underestimate them. When you do it enough, give it 3-4 months. If you've got like a big passage that you want to get through, give it months. It's fine. It's fine. And study it. Tell them what it means. They don't want to just, memorize it. You want them to take it to heart, what it is. Number 7, what do you enjoy doing most that isn't kid related? I do Refit. It is a faith-based dance fitness program, whatever. I've been doing Refit for almost 5 years. I've been teaching it for 2 years. I teach on Monday nights, and if you follow me on Instagram at Real Housewife Rachel, you can see we do take some video at our classes, and we post it on our refit team's Instagram, and I usually copy that to my Instagram too. But it is so much fun. I teach on Monday nights, and I teach on Thursday mornings on Zoom, and which we weren't doing until the pandemic. And it's actually working out really well. So I love to work out. I love to dance. I love to move my body. Refit has been a huge blessing. I will link them below as well. Number 8, favorite thing to do with the kids. I mean, I'm with them all day, and we homeschool. So I know this sounds, I don't know, but there's sometimes I love doing anything that isn't school. I know. I'm supposed to love it and get joy from every moment, but newsflash, I don't. Why is it so hard to think of things I like to do with my kids? You know, here's what I love to do. Every Sunday I do my errands, and I go to Aldi, and then I go to Meijer. I get my groceries. And I love taking just one, because when they're by themselves, they say some of the best stuff. They ask the best questions, and when they're together, there's a lot of fighting and bickering and all that kind of stuff. But when I have them just like by themselves, just me and them, oh, it's so special. That's got to be it. That's my favorite thing to do with my kids. It's actually only one at a time, but I love it. Number 9, memory verse with kids. Okay, actually, I already said that. Psalm 34, 8 through 19, I think is what we memorize, 8 through 19. Number 10, one thing you do to stay motivated as a mom. Y'all, I don't have a choice. I have to do it. I think one thing that consistently works well for me, if I get up, if I was gonna say before the kids, even if I get up when just one of them is up and I can have my coffee, it's when they're both up that the fireworks start. But I mean, if I can get up before them and have my coffee, that start to the day, have my coffee and my Bible time is perfection. It's absolute perfection. I don't care if it's early, but that's a huge thing, just to start my morning right, with the Bible and coffee. Those things need to be together. Number 11, one thing you pray over your children constantly. The main thing is that they would come to know Christ and live for Him. Our oldest has accepted Christ and been baptized. We're still waiting on our younger one. But yeah, that's the main thing. I want them to be happy and everything, but I want them to have joy of the Lord and be able to be a witness in this crazy world that we live in. That's what I want for them. And number 12, one piece of advice, encouragement for other mamas. I don't consider myself experienced. I'm past the frantic toddler, baby, sleep-deprived brain mush. I would say take the time to read to them, pray with them. Just that one-on-one time is really huge, because there's going to be a time when they are too big to fit in your lap. Thankfully, mine still barely fit. And I mean, I have boys, but they both still love to snuggle, thank the Lord. And but those days are just so fleeting. And it's unfortunate, because those days when we're supposed to enjoy that adorable baby toddler thing, we're so tired. We're so tired. But yeah, spend that time, look in their little face, take a million pictures, have your husband take pictures of you. That's what I want more of, is pictures of me. But I mean, before anything, your day has to start with the Bible. It just does. The Bible and prayer. And so it's a very simple thing, not easy to do, but it's straightforward. So that's what I would recommend. So it looks like I am actually out of battery. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe if you are new here. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye.